for joining me. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you're returning to my channel, thank you guys so much for all of your continued love and support. And let's get right into the video. Today I am doing a get ready with me, and I'm going to be using some products from Dollar Tree that I haven't tried. A lot of them I haven't tried before, some of them I have, but it's mostly hard candy products. A lot of them are still new in their packages. I haven't opened them yet. And then I have a few things from LA Colors that I haven't tried yet. Now I don't have a complete full face of new products, so I'm just going to use some stuff from other stores as well, like this right here. I got this Sheer Envy Perfecting Primer. It is from Hard Candy. I thought it would be nice to use this in today's video because a lot of the products are from Hard Candy, but I didn't get this at Dollar Tree. I actually got it at Walmart during the holidays. It was actually right after Christmas. It was on clearance for like 50 cents, so I thought it'd be nice to try it out and use it today. This is kind of like a clear little like jelly. Oh, this feels really nice. It's like really silky feeling. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels really smooth. It makes my skin feel incredibly soft. I am like absolutely shocked with how like nice this feels. It says it's a 12-hour line reducer, so it minimizes lines and pores for a smooth finish. So we'll see how the makeup layers on top of it. I'm gonna go in with my brows though. I usually do my eyebrows and eyeshadow before I go in with foundation. So while the primer is kind of sinking in, I'm gonna do my brows off camera and prime my eyelids, and then we will get into eyeshadow. Okay, so my brows are done, my eyelids are primed, so I'm ready to go in with this palette. I am so excited that I found this. I found it at Dollar Tree on Tuesday. I went Tuesday, and I never thought my store would get this. I was shocked when I seen it. I had to grab one for me, one for my sister, and then I grabbed one for a giveaway that I'm going to do in the future. But I had to pick this up. So this is what it looks like. I absolutely love these colors. I'm gonna go in. It does come with this little sponge applicator, but I'm gonna go in with my own brushes, and I'm actually going to use this little like cream colored one right here just to go all over my eyelid, kind of set the primer that I put on. So I don't know how it is in your guys' states, but my state is finally starting to open things up. They started to open the restaurants, the bars, retail's opening up. I went to Ross on Saturday, and I have a haul coming from that trip. So things are kind of starting to go back to normal where I live. Just been trying to keep busy. I haven't really been feeling like filming a lot of videos lately. I kind of had to force myself today to film this. I've just been feeling kind of like, I don't know, like lazy. I've been watching a lot of Netflix. Recently I've been watching Sweet Magnolias, I think that's the name of it. And honestly, I only started watching it because Jamie Lynn Spears is in it, and I love Britney Spears, so I wanted to see how Jamie Lynn did in this, like, I think this is her first acting role since like Zoe 101, so I was really curious to see how that was gonna go, and surprisingly she's doing really good. Like, I never really noticed that she was kind of like, she's a pretty good actress, you know, because I just kind of thought they put her on the show because she's Britney Spears' sister, and maybe like it would, you know, bring more people to watch it, because that's why I'm watching it. But she's actually doing really good. She plays Noreen. I really like the show. It kind of reminds me of like a cross between like Gilmore Girls and Reba, if you've seen that show. In next with this color right here. It's kind of like a matte brown, like a light brown. Yeah, so I really like the show because it does remind me so much of Gilmore Girls, and like the storyline itself kind of reminds me of Reba, which I loved that show too. And it's kind of crazy because the main character, I think her name's like Joanna Garcia, and she played Cheyenne in Reba, and the storylines are pretty similar, but it's a really good show. So if you haven't seen it, I definitely recommend checking it out. So what I'm noticing with like this brown shade, I feel like it's not very like pigmented. It's kind of giving me like a nice light wash of color, but it seems to be building up well. I'm really curious to see how these shadows work, just because I really do like hard candy products. But this one right off the bat isn't overly pigmented, but we'll see. Okay, so you probably really can't tell that I really did anything, but it is like a nice little light wash of color. It's a good transition shade. So I'm gonna go in with this darker one here at the end. Let me see the pigment on this. Let's see. Yeah, this one too, they're not overly pigmented. I mean, I guess that's nice if you are looking for like a really natural look. But I think I like my shadow a little bit more pigmented than this. Any of you guys watch 90 Day Fiance? Because I'm obsessed with that show. Like, I'm literally obsessed. It's like all I look forward to during the week is for Sunday nights I can watch 90 Day Fiance, and I'm just really eager to see where the storylines end. I was really happy. If you've seen the show, like, you know, like Big Ed, the guy with like the Big Ed guy, he like doesn't have a neck. He's like a really rude person. I was so excited when I seen that Rose kind of like stood up for herself and like, you know, called him out. Like I get so into those shows, and I know it's mostly scripted, and a lot of the storyline, it's like a lot of like storyline is like fake, but I can't help it. I'm like addicted to that show. So comment down below if you watch it and let me know what you think about Big Ed, because I'm not a fan. I keep trying to build this up, and I feel like I'm not really getting too much pigment. So I don't know about this eyeshadow palette. I'm kind of disappointed because I really was like excited to try this, and it's not what I was hoping for. I really don't think that eyeshadow like did very much. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go in with I think I'm gonna use this shadow right here. I'm gonna kind of put that like on all over, like on my lid, kind of more towards the end, and then I'll go in with like a lighter shimmer more towards like this part of my eye. And I'm just gonna use my finger. I feel like that's like the best way. Wait, yeah, I'm gonna go in with this one right here. I feel like using your finger is the best way to like apply a shimmer. I feel like normally with like a brush, it doesn't come out as good. So I'm just gonna apply this towards the end. I'm gonna go in with this light pink shade right here, kind of more towards like the inner corner of my eye. So what I think of this palette so far is I do feel like it's not overly pigmented. I don't know if you can really tell on camera. I know the lighting isn't the best right here, but I think it's good if you're looking for something like a more everyday look. You want something that's gonna look really natural and pretty, because it does look nice like when you see it like in like decent lighting. But for me, I like more of like a bold look, but this isn't a bad palette. I think I'm gonna try playing with it some more and see if I can make it work a little bit better for me. Next, I'm gonna go in with foundation. I'm gonna use this matte foundation from LA Colors. So this one is in soft beige. So I'm really curious to see if this is going, I'm really curious about two things: if it's gonna come out matte and if it's gonna match me, because I'm not really sure. It was kind of hard to tell, and in my store was actually sold out of a lot of the shades. So I was hoping that this one would work for me. I'm really nervous about this color, but we'll see. I don't see too much coverage from this. It's kind of like more sheer. Yeah, so far it's just like a really natural looking foundation. It doesn't have too much coverage so far. So I'm gonna go in with a second layer of this to see if that helps. Before I go in with my second layer of foundation, I'm gonna just take this foundation brush that I got, it's a Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm just gonna kind of like stipple it around my nose, because I don't know if you can tell, but it's like kind of giving me like a weird look around my nose. Like it's kind of separating. So I'm not sure about that. I'll go in now with that second layer, and maybe that might save this. But so far, I'm not really liking this foundation so far. I feel like it's kind of clinging to like certain patches like on my face, and it's not really giving me that great of a coverage. It doesn't look very natural on my skin. It looks kind of like you could tell I'm wearing a foundation, and it just looks weird. So I went in with another layer, and I don't think it really helped at all. I tried kind of blending it out better with this brush, and it's not really doing too much. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's just like it's clinging to certain patches on my face. It's not really like blending well, and I don't This is the first thing I've tried from Dollar Tree in a long time that I just don't really care for. But you know, everyone's skin is different, so this might work for you. But with my skin, it's just looking a little weird. I don't know if it's because my skin's dry, or I mean, I did moisturize before I primed my face, but I am just not happy with the way this foundation looks. Okay, so I'm just blending this concealer in. Already it's kind of making it better. It's kind of helping a little bit. I'm actually surprised I didn't like that foundation because I normally love a lot of LA Colors products. But you know, everybody's skin's different. Sometimes stuff just doesn't work for you. Okay, so before I go in powder, I wanted to go in with this. I've used this before, and it's the Look Pro Ultimate Contour and Sculpt Kit. I have used this. I do like it. So I just go in with like this cream color right here, and I'll just kind of put that right there, and it blends really nice. So I'm just gonna blend that out. Did anybody else have like concert plans for this summer? I know I did, and both of my concerts got canceled. In June, I was supposed to see Halsey, which I was really excited about. So that got canceled first, and then for my 30th birthday is coming up in July, and I was so excited because the Backstreet Boys they're going on tour. Well, they were going on tour this summer, and they were going to be stopping in my city on the 28th, I believe it was, and my birthday's on the 29th. So I thought that would be like the perfect way to celebrate my 30th birthday, and then they just canceled it. And they rescheduled it. It's not, both concerts got rescheduled for next year, but I just I was really bummed out still. But I get it. Like, I know that, you know, that's for the best. It's not good to gather with like that big of a crowd right now, but it just kind of sucks because, you know, it's my 30th birthday. I wanted to do something special, so we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna set under my eyes right now because I did apply my concealer, but I wanted to do my cream contour before I set with powder. So I'm just gonna put, hopefully like when I set my face, this will help some of the problems this foundation has caused. Alright, so the powder somewhat helped. So I'm going to go in next with this Matte Made in Heaven blush and bronzer duo. I was really excited to find this because I love matte blush and I love matte bronzer. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the bronzer now. I'll do that first. I like how it's a little bit lighter. It's not gonna make, I hope it's not gonna make me look orange. I don't think it will. It was really hard for me today to want to start filming. That's how I've been feeling the last like week or so. It's been kind of tough not working and being home. My husband just went back to work and I'm kind of home by myself, and I'm just eager for things to kind of go back to normal for me as far as going to work. I'm gonna go with the blush now. The bronzer looks pretty nice. It's really natural, so I like it. The reason why I've been kind of anxious is because I'm kind of nervous like they're not gonna end up calling me back. Like maybe they might downsize, and there's other people there who are like cross-trained that can do my job. And I guess that's one of my fears, is that they're gonna end up telling me that they can't, you know, afford to keep me around. I was trying to stay positive. I always like to see the positive side of things, and I know that no matter what happens, I'm gonna get through it. So the next thing I have, I'm so excited to find. I was looking for this for a while, and it's the 24 karat highlighter from Hard Candy. This is what it looks like. It's very pretty. Usually the brush that I use to highlight. I'm just gonna kind of swirl it around in there. And that's really pretty. Yeah, I really like this highlighter. I like the way it, I like the way the gold kind of goes with my skin tone. So the next thing I'm gonna try is this Bold and Gorgeous High Drama Felt Tip Liner. Let's see how this works. So I'll say it is a little difficult to do like a wing with it, for me anyway, just because of the shape. But it does work nice, like the way it goes across your eye, and I do think it's very pigmented, so I like that. It works pretty good. It's a nice matte black. I'm not crazy about the shape of this liner. I don't think the shape of it really contributes in any way to like your eye, to doing your eyeliner. But I mean, all in all, this isn't a bad liner. So I'm just gonna do some mascara and then we'll move into the lips and we'll be all finished. I'm gonna use this Velvet Lip Mousse from LA Colors. I'm gonna use the color Souffle. I'm really excited to try this because I really like matte liquid lipstick, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like this at Dollar Tree. This is what it looks like. I really like that color. It looks like a nice neutral color. I didn't have any lip liner, so I'm just gonna go in. Oh yeah, that color is really pretty. It applies really smooth. It spreads out really nice, doesn't cling. I really like this lipstick. I really liked the formula of it, the way it applied, and I love the way it looks with my skin tone. I think this is a color that would look good on a lot of different skin tones. So this is a really, really good find. Okay, so that was everything. So just to recap, things that I loved was the highlight. I love this palette. Both of these applied really well. They blended seamlessly. I already know I love this this contour and sculpt kit. This works really well. The lipstick I really, really liked. I love this color. This, I wouldn't say I loved it. It was okay. It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't, it just didn't blow my mind. This palette right here, it was okay. It wasn't bad. I just like eyeshadow that kind of stands out more. But if you're somebody who likes a really natural makeup look, you would probably enjoy this palette. So I'm gonna mess with this palette a little bit, see if I can get it to work for me. But all in all, it's not bad. The only thing that I tried today that I just did not like at all was this matte liquid foundation. For my skin type, it just did not work. I think my skin is too dry. Maybe I could have used, I really like this primer, but maybe I should have used a more moisturizing primer to pair with this, because it does, I really don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's just clinging to a lot of my dry patches. It looks a little flaky almost. So I'm just not crazy about this for me personally. But thank you guys so much if you made it to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. Thanks for getting ready with me. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.